Many factors involve the cancer occurrence. The risk factors are including the family history, gene mutation, or race, and dietary habit. Many literature confirm that the dietary intake play an important role in the development of colon cancer.
Since the year 2000, it has been reported that a shockingly increasing number of Thai people have been suffering from colorectal cancer. Therefore, the Institute of Nutrition, Mahidol University, initiated to conduct researches on Thai local vegetables to search for herbals which have great benefits on reducing the risk of colorectal cancer.
Information also promote the colon carcinogenesis by creating the microenvironment during the tumor tissue formation. This is a reason that we are interested to study the anti-inflammatory markers in various plants by using the KCO2 cells. This is the preliminary study. The results show that the boiled Moringa oleifera pod have the highest activity to reduce the inflammatory marker among all plants.
Research used Moringa pod with laboratory animals by dividing the animals into 3 groups.
For group 1, we are divided into subgroups. For the negative control, mice will receive the basal diet without any treatment. And for the positive control, mice will receive the basal diet and also receive the AOM, azoxymethane, and dextrosodium sulfate work as the positive control.
The first group was done by comparing between 2 control groups. For a negative control group, when 20 weeks passed, they would not have colorectal cancer. However, when the positive control group had gotten 2 types of carcinogens at the 3rd and 4th week of experiments, they had a colon tumor classified as the colon carcinoma as designed at the end of 20 weeks. Then, an experiment in the second group of mice was the study of consuming moringa for the cancer prevention.
3 doses of moringa pod were mixed with the basal diet at the dose level 1.5%, 3%, and 6%. The doses were designed based on the consumption of the human per person per day at the 97.5% type of the person who consume the moringa pod. The amount of consumption is 2 grams per person per day based on weight.
In the second group, mice were divided into 6 subgroups. The 3rd, 4th, and 5th groups were fed with different portions of moringa, so the researchers could study that the moringa wouldn't have any adverse effect on the animal's organs. However, the 6th, 7th, and 8th groups had been fed with some portions of boiled moringa 2 weeks earlier. Then, they were injected with carcinogens. Later, they had been continuously fed with boiled moringa for another 3 weeks and fed with basal diet until 20 weeks were over. The experiment of the last group of mice was the study on cancer treatment.
For study in the reduction stage of the tumor promotion stage of the colon carcinogen, each group of mice will receive the moringa pod at the 3 dose level for 15 weeks after the colon carcinogen administration.
The animals in the 9th, 10th, and 11th groups were stimulated to have colon carcinoma. Then, they had been fed with different portions of boiled moringa for 15 weeks. The 12th, 13th, and 14th groups weren't given any carcinogens, but had been fed with different portions of boiled moringa for 15 weeks, so that the researchers could study that the taken moringa wouldn't have any adverse effect on the animal's organs.
The incidence and multiplicity of colon tumor classified as a carcinoma were found in the positive control group. The incidence and multiplicity were reduced in dose-dependent manner, but significantly decreased at the highest dose. This result confirmed the preventive effects of moringa pod. For anti-promotion activity that mice were fed with a moringa after carcinogen administration, we found that the lower dose of moringa was more effective to reduce the incidence of tumor than the higher dose. However, the anti-promotion has more potentially effects via the anti-inflammatory pathway confirmed by inflammatory marker and anti-proliferation of tumors. Because the lower dose of moringa pod is more effective at the promotion stage than the higher doses, so consumption in form of diet will save. We cannot consume it at a higher amount due to the consumption will limit by amount that you are full. Be careful when taking in form of the capsule that you should get the high dose. Our results support the health benefit of boiled moringa pod in terms of the anti-colon carcinogenesis. So the commonly consumed it as an ingredient in a variety of Thai dishes should be promoted, not only sow soup made of tamarind paste but also encourage it to a variety of menu. Therefore, the Thai traditional menu that contain functional ingredient for health benefit under the evidence-based support should be promoted among young people.